here?
Okay, is it who's in the WhatsApp group there? None of y'all are in the group. Okay, is anybody?
Mostly not.
Aren't you in the group, Geechee?
No, I've tried several times and
Didn't
nothing.
I add you?
No.
Wait a minute, hold on. I need somebody to check that for me. I mean, this is ridiculous. I can't ever have help doing anything. It's just pathetic. Famay was acting like an idiot and got banned from the group. It's just ridiculous. Y'all need to get it together here. Okay, hold on. Where's the group? Now, y'all know I done forgot how to add. How do I add again somebody? Where's Omar Hare, whatever her name is? Where's everybody at?
You're in WhatsApp group. I'm looking now. You're in there.
Who?
You are.
Yeah, but I want to add Geechee.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So how do I add her? What I click on again? Y'all know I don't know how to work this. Wait a minute. Add. Okay, here. I'm adding. Where? Okay, look, Geechee, you on my WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, you, yeah.
Okay, here you are. I'm getting ready to add you to the group.
Okay.
Now what? Did it add you? Who is this? Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Did I add you, Geechee?
No, I haven't seen it come up yet.
Okay,
I'm
how do
looking,
I add? Don't text me because it gets in my way. Just tell me how to add her to the group if you know how to add. Because I clicked on her name. I'm in the group. I went to the group thing, I add, and I'm clicking on your name. Now what? Add members. Why come it says already? No, that's Amina Fresno. Who's here?
I'm trying to look through another group to see how to add someone as the group myself.
Assalamu alaikum, Sister Layla. If you want, I could help with the WhatsApp.
All I need you to do is tell me how to add Geechee to the group. That's it.
It's even easier than that. If add me to it and then make me an admin, and I can send everybody a link.
I can't add you either. Tell me how to add you. I don't know how to add. I'm an admin, but I can't add. I clicked on her name. It ain't adding her. Why come it's not added? Where is Omar Hare and them?
I'm sorry. I was praying Maghrib.
Who?
No, I said I was praying Maghrib.
Well, tell me how to add them to the group.
Okay,
You know my
so you're gonna
anxiety going off.
Click on the.
Some people have security though. That's why.
I ain't got that. Just let her tell me what to do.
Click on the Sunnahfollower group page.
Okay, I'm on it.
Okay, then did you see where it says audio, video, and ad?
Yeah, I see ad.
Okay, when you click ad, you're gonna look for her name.
I did that. Let me put her name again. Where's Geechee again? Wait a minute. Y'all got my anxiety going berserk. This is why I need help, y'all. I can't keep doing everything myself. I need some help here. Somebody's going to be committed and to the sake of Allah that ain't going to do it one time. And then next thing I know, my children, my husband, I got beat up and all that dumb stuff y'all go through in y'all lives. Okay, hold on. Geechee, where are you at? I had... JKLMEFG. EFG. Where did Gucci go? Her name is gone now.
Oh.
Are you in that man in that group, Awa?
No.
How do I make you in that man?
Wait. I'm not in the group.
Why ain't you in the Sunnahfollowers group?
I don't know.
Oh my God, this is just...
I guess it's because I'm in too many groups.
Well, you should get rid of them other groups. You a Sunnahfollower. This is the website. That's the group you need to be in. You a moderator. Get rid of them other groups that ain't about nothing.
Yeah, the other group is like the...
Because y'all know the only person that means is that person. And oh my God.
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm a lot of African.
Y'all got hold on, my anxiety. I just got me upset.
But let me see.
I'm so sick and tired. I can't have help. All I ask Allah is one Muslim on planet Earth who is devoted to you to help me. I just need one person to do the stuff like this so I can do the rest of the stuff. They ain't committed. Where is that? Somebody get Brother Hatham in here. God.
Oh, heck no.
Well, that's what I got to do.
No.
Geechee, your name disappeared from off of my WhatsApp. I don't know what I did. Anyway, I don't know what I did.
We'll figure it out after, inshallah.
What? What?
We'll figure out how to add it after, inshallah.
You know, there's no one to tell me because all of my students, none of them are in the group. Isn't that backwards? See how backwards we are. None of my moderators, none of my students are in the Sunnahfollowers group. I got a bunch of other people in this group who I don't even know. That's pathetic.
And I see the logo for the group is actually.
I see that, but well, how do you get in there? How do I add you?
I've added it. Oh, I send messages to it too.
Okay, hold on. Okay, I found your name. I clicked on her name. AY. How do I add her now?
Okay, now you see a check under your, like on the bottom, a green check.
Okay.
Click on that.
Oh, that's how you add her. Okay, now I'm adding you. And you need to get in the Sunnahfollowers group, AY. What is wrong with you?
I am. Okay.
Good God, y'all know I can't handle this. Y'all want me to get Brother Hatham back up in here?
No, don't bring him up. No. I will be in the group. Okay. I will send you my email, inshallah.
Okay, are you in there? Geechee, don't text me. You should be in the group.
I'm in there. Like, I'm in there.
Okay, now look at the group. Is she gonna be able to even see the link? Did I put the link in there? Can she see?
No, I don't see a link or anything.
If she just joined, no, she cannot see it. You have to send it again.
Okay, stay right there, Geechee, since ain't none of my students in the group.
Okay,
ain't that about as backwards? Just backwards these people are. This is why this ummah's messed up. Lord have mercy. You are a student. This is the group y'all supposed to be in. That's why y'all don't get none of the stuff I send out or Dramali puts out. What the heck is wrong with y'all? All right, let me try it again. Okay, look, Geechee, tell me if I didn't erase nothing, so it should still be there. This is why I'm always frustrated. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna put it again, Geechee. Tell me now, if you click on that, does that take
Okay, I see it.
Does that put you in?
Click on it.
What does it do? Does it take you to the my live where people can see me upset right now? Y'all see Layla having a meltdown? She's having a meltdown because my students are numbskulls. None of them are in the group.
Yeah, it takes you to your live on YouTube.
So I am live. Did I work it right? Did I do it? Now she can't hear.
Yeah, you did it.
Okay.
Yeah, you did it.
So all they have to do is take that link and share it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So I did that right. Okay.
You did it right.
Anybody else, since none of my regular students are part of the Sunnahfollowers group, which is why they're numbskulls, most of them, they can't answer my questions right because they're not getting none of the information. But all of the new people who are joining us, if you'd like to sign up for the Sunnahfollowers group, I don't know what you do, send me an email. Let me type my email address there. Because I need some new students that's going to be committed. I'm in too many groups. How can she be in too many groups and get out of the one that's her knowledge and that she knows I need help in? She's a moderator. She could run that sucker. She could handle all that stuff.
But just calm down.
Hold on. Where you been, Fresno?
In my skin.
Y'all got to stop with all this. Amina Fresno is supposed to be the president. And you know where she at? She at the mosque being a man.
Don't hate on me.
Where you been, Fresno? Turn your sound off. Y'all got to stop with all this. Amina Fresno is supposed to be the president.
Calm down now, Sheba. Just cause your cat done passed, don't take it out on us. Stop it right now.
Turn your sound off.
Oh, okay, wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Y'all see what I have to deal with every day for the rest of y'all that just joined and listening? This is what I have to deal with. Kareem Abu Zaid, he ain't got to deal with this because he's a man.
Now, Sheba, come on.
Wait a minute. Dr. Ibrahim Durmali, who's probably listening, he ain't got to deal with this either because he's a man. Layla Nashiba, she got a bunch of women behind her. Y'all see that, by the way, everything is a learning lesson. Do you guys see now why the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said any nation that appoints a woman as its leader will fail? Do y'all see that hadith now? I'm a woman doing the same thing that Kareem Abu Zaid is doing, that Dr. Ibrahim Durmali is doing, that Sheikh Morsi, my teacher, is doing. Success for them because they have men helping them. They got brothers from all over the world volunteering to donate their time, their skills, their expertise to help in their dawah. So Kareem Abu Zaid's dawah runs smoothly. He ain't got to do nothing except log on and teach. Dr. Jamali's dawah runs smoothly. All he got to do is log on and teach.
Don't trip.
Somebody mute them. But here I am, a woman. Y'all see the hadith. This ain't tripping. This is Islam. And it shows that Allah speaks the truth. I'm a woman and got a team of all women behind me. And y'all see it fails every time. This is why a woman can never be in charge, because women suffer with PMS. What does that mean, sisters? That does not mean that you're less intelligent than a man, because I personally think I'm more intelligent than all those brothers, except, of course, Sheikh Morsi and them. But I'm more intelligent than all of them. So it has nothing to do with intelligence. It has to do with our emotional stability. Women can become dumbfounded due to PMS, our hormones. We forget our purpose. We get caught up trying to be a man. We get caught up in motherhood. We get caught up in taking care of our husbands. We get caught up in life. Whereas we can't stay focused. And that's the truth. That's why the prophet said, any nation or any people that appoint a woman as its leader, you will fail. Because women were not created by Allah to take on the challenges of life. Men were created for that. Women weren't created to take on the fitna, the trials, the challenges. It ain't about mental, it's emotional. Very few women can do what I do. And this ain't me blowing my horn. And the only reason I can do this because I'm a daya. If I wasn't a daya, I wouldn't be able to do it either. Okay? Very few women can do 50 things at one time. Most women have a hard time staying focused on one thing. Most women have a hard time staying focused on cooking. Just cooking and doing the laundry. But you're going to cook, do the laundry, plus work, plus give dawah, plus teach, plus learn, plus run the internet. Most women weren't created to do that. That's why Allah says in the Quran, men have been created. Pay attention, Amina Fresno. Men were created on a higher level. That's what that verse is talking about. A man can do 50 things, rock and roll, and keep balance and not forget. And remember, I got a wife over here. I got a wife over there. I got 4 wives. And all 4 of those wives got different needs that I have to fulfill. Plus, I got 80 children. Plus, I'm working 2, 3, 4 jobs. Men were created to take on that much pressure. Do y'all understand that hadith now? Women weren't. We freak out. Look at me. I have anxiety. I've been given dawah since I was 12 years old, and I'm 62. It catches up with a woman. Okay? Dramali is the same age I am. He's been given dawah since he was 12 years old too. But he's able to do it and it doesn't fall short. Y'all see the difference? This is the way we were created. All right? Women freak out like I was doing because I don't have no students. None. On our group page. And that's serious. That couldn't help me. Sad. All right. So we're going to get started here, guys. I think I'm in everything now. Everybody's logged. Am I logged in all the groups now? And wait a minute. I got some, I think Dramali. Dramali's listening, of course. Hold on. Somebody sent me a sticker and said, good job. Just calm down. That wasn't Dramali. That was another one of the famous brothers. Thank you, bro. But it's the truth. You got people helping you. Look how many students help you for free. You don't even have to post up your videos, do you? I got to post my own videos, make my own videos, label them, SEO them, and then I come in and say, can y'all see if they post it? We're not in the group. What you mean you're not in the group? I got too many. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see what he said. He's laughing. He said, you can tell you're Egyptian. He said, only Egyptian women can just... Really? Oh, alhamdulillah. My mother always told me I get that craziness from my father, so probably so. My mother doesn't act this erratic. Okay, but hold on. I'm coming in now. Just give me a second. Okay, so everybody's in the groups. We all ready? Are y'all listening on YouTube? Zoom now? Hello, Zoomers.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Okay, I got somebody watching YouTube for me too.
Always.
Yes.
Okay, good. Oh, Mina's here. MashaAllah. Thank you, Mina. When you ain't here, you see how crazy it was? Girl, they ain't in a group. Can you believe they not in our group? Mina, are you in the group?
No, that's why I'm not speaking. I'm not saying nothing.
Y'all see that? Mina's not even in the group. I was going to say, I'll make you the admin too. Y'all can handle that WhatsApp because I'm new to that. I don't know how to do no WhatsApp group. Unless y'all want me to bring in Brother Hate Them. All right, let's get started. Okay, hold on. Give me a second here. I'm getting ready to chill out. All right. 3. Wait a minute. Yeah, my cat died. Thank you for your condolences. The Sheikh here is asking, is your cat dead, Layla? Yeah, my cat died, Sheikh. Sorry. Give my salams to your wife, too. Tell her my baby died yesterday. It was liver, what you call that? Kidney failure, like I figured. Okay. Yeah. All right. Ina alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala, wa rasulallah. Welcome to the first class for today. This is our Aqidah class, okay? The most important class that I teach here. And since there is no class after mine, I can take my time today to make sure that you guys are understanding what we've been speaking about the Fitrah. There are 2 things that our prophet Sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, okay, that our Prophet Sallallahu alayhi wasallam said most Muslims do not understand. Number one, the qadr of Allah. Most Muslims have a hard time understanding how everything is decreed by Allah, that concept. And then the second thing that most Muslims have a hard time understanding is al-fitrah, the fitrah. The fitrah. Okay. Wait, hold on, guys. One of the sheikhs want me to put my name so the women listening in his mosque. Hold on. They want to know my name. Really? Okay, hold on for a second. And I'm gonna put the book there too. This is the book for the new people that are joining us. I ain't gonna say your name. He's pretty famous though. Y'all know this sheikh. The sheikh said he's got a bunch of new Shahada sisters that he is streaming me to from the mosque to listen, and they want to know the book. This is the book. There it is. This is the book written by Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid. Well, you can buy the book on Amazon. I end up mentioning names. By Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid. You can buy this book on Amazon. It's Diluting Wala Wal Berra, Volume 2. For those of you who do not have Volume 1, pick up Volume 1 too. The books are $19.99. They're over 500. Volume 2 is over 500 pages long. Volume 3 is over 400 pages. These two books should be a part of every every English speaking person's library. Because alhamdulillah, Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid broke the concept of allegiance, also the meaning of the Shahada down in detail so that English speaking people can understand. One critique though, Sheikh Kareem. One critique, Sheikh Kareem, Brother Kareem. When you do your next revision, make it more simpler. 8th grade level. Use American English and not UK English. There's a difference in dialect. You know, when you do your new up-to-date version of this, use American English and not United Kingdom English, because Americans don't understand a lot of those big words, and Americans, they can't comprehend most of them past 8th grade level. Okay. All right. So that's just my suggestion. Okay. But anyway, that's the book. Make sure y'all go to Amazon and get it. And we've been speaking about the fitrah. The fitrah. Who can tell me about the fitrah? Get on the microphone. What have we learned about the fitrah? What is it? Where did it come from? Who can answer? What is this thing that we hear Muslims say, oh, we were born upon the fitrah? What is the fitrah? Come on. Get on the mic.
It's the light that we were born with when we came from Allah.
It's
when
the what?
He rubbed his hand. It's the light within us, the goodness.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, anybody else want to add? Good job. Anybody else want to add? What does it mean when the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said we come into this world upon the fitrah, which is why you don't use the word revert. That's bad English. It's convert. But anyway, what does it mean? Come on, we came into this world. We are born upon the fitrah. What does that mean? Who can tell me? Come on, get on the mic. I'm going to start calling y'all out by name in a minute.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yes, it's like the inclination towards and submitting to the truth, meaning we were with Allah. We were with his goodness. We only knew goodness. We only could We can only attach ourselves to
when you say we
everything
were with
that
the
was
law,
good.
what do you mean? What do you mean? I was, what do you mean? You got to break it down. What do you mean we were with the law? Who was with the law? Where, when, what, who, what, where, when? You Muslims have to know how to express yourself.
Well, our soul was with Allah wherever He places the soul with Him in Jannah. So we were exposed to only the good inclination towards what is good, what is clean, what is positive. Everything that Allah has put together and wants for us, we were surrounded by it. So having the fitrah within us, I guess that's all in a nutshell, whatnot. But basically, everything how Allah wanted everything to be with us, His company, His essence, everything. That's what we crave. That's what we knew.
Okay, good job. Good job. Y'all get what she's saying? Subhanallah, when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that every human is born upon the fitrah, he's talking about the human soul. As Amina Fresno was trying to explain before she just stopped it, after Allah, when Allah created Adam alayhi salam, He ran his hand across the back of Adam. And when He did that, the souls of all His progeny from then and from the beginning until the end of time appeared. That means my soul, your children, your grandkids, your great grandkids, whoever was meant to be in a womb, their soul appeared. And what did Allah do with those souls after they appeared? Let's see how well y'all remember. What did He do? People on YouTube and Facebook, you all can answer too. Also, I got Muslims here on LinkedIn and Trovo and Twitch. What did He do with those souls? After He created the souls, what did He do with them?
Yeah, gathered.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Precious.
On the Mount of Arafat, and He offered them free will.
Say that again.
He gathered the souls on the Mount of Arafat, and He offered them free will.
And
He had them confess who is their Lord.
what do they do about being offered free will? My God, can y'all speak
everyone
in complete
except
sentences?
So Allah said, the people are Allah said to the souls, I'm sorry. Allah said to the souls, am I your Lord? And the souls said yes. And then
Kareem Abu Zaid, see why when you revise this book, break it down in plain American English terms. They don't understand all them big words.
my mic on?
All they have to do is just explain that. What happened after He put them on the Mount Arafat? He asked them to testify to who He was, and they witnessed that He's Allah, and He offered them free will. And what happened?
They accepted it.
Well, why come y'all couldn't say that?
I thought my mic was on.
Y'all got to learn to speak in sentences. Subhanallah. Now do y'all understand that other hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us, because Allah allowed him to seek. Since we don't have another class, I'm getting ready to break a lot of stuff down to y'all, because y'all got to do better than this. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam suffered from anxiety, for those of you who don't know. Just like you do, me, that's part of the human nature. One of the things that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was anxious about was what's going to happen to his future The people that come years after him. What's going to happen to us? So Allah allowed him to know what would happen with his future followers. And one of the things that Allah told the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is they will outnumber everyone. Our nation, there will be more of us than there are Christians and Jews, in other words, eventually. He said, and they will memorize the Quran by heart. They'll be able to recite it beautifully. But the problem with your people will be that they won't understand what they're saying, because they would have forgotten or deviated away from your sunnah, Muhammad, your example, Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They will have done what the Christians and Jews did. They will appoint men from amongst them to be their leaders. And those men will issue Islamic verdicts. That's fatwa. They will issue fatwas that go against what I say and what you said and what you and your companions were upon. The people will take their fatwas over even me, oh Muhammad. That'll be one of the problems, the biggest problem with your nation. He said, but rest assured, there will always be a handful, at least a handful of your nation who will try to stay upon the traditional Islam that you came with and what your companions came with. But the problem will be this, and y'all listen to this. They'll have a problem expressing themselves. They'll have a problem communicating. The Ruwaybida will have the gift of gab. They'll be able to speak, communicate well. They'll be able to move their tongue like a cow chewing a cud. They'll be able to hypnotize the people with what they're saying, even though the Ruwaybida will be the most ignorant of all your nation. They won't even know the basics. They won't know how to pray. They won't know the rules of fasting. They won't know the lawful and unlawful. But those few of your nation that do understand, they won't be able to talk. And every time I ask y'all to get on that mic and y'all can't complete a sentence, it's terrifying to me as a daya, because you fall in this. You're proving that hadith, which we already know is going to be true. Y'all got to learn to communicate. Do you understand, people? Why is it that most Muslims are on a path other than Siratul Mustaqim? Because they're following the Ruwaybida. The Ruwaybida are very intelligent. They have beautiful voices, beautiful diction. They use all these big words that you don't know what they're saying. All you know is they're beautiful. They're hypnotizing. So I'm going to believe them over Layla Nashiba. And then when we ask you to explain yourself, they were created and they were put on Mount Arafat and Allah offered them free will, and that's the end. That's the end. What else? So what I want all of you to do as my students, you need to make dua every day, asking Allah to give you understanding of this deen and allow you to be able to express it, communicate it, detail it well. Because the Ruwaybi is running rings around all of us. Because they have that gift of gab and you guys don't have it. Do you understand? So when I'm teaching y'all this stuff, y'all got to go over it, rehearse it, and make dua saying, Allah, put it in my heart and make me be able to convey this message. Allow me to be able to explain your deen in detail. Like the prophet said, if you can't explain, he told the companions when he sent Musab out to give the dawah to the people of Medina, he told Musab, speak to the people on their level. You have to be able to communicate to them. You have to be able to explain it to them. Explain to them what La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah means. He said, explain it to them well. He appointed his messengers to be people who could communicate well. When Jafar met with the Negus, he communicated well. You guys have to work on your communication skills and stop shortcutting around this religion. Go into detail. Tell me what happened after Allah created the soul. You should better run it down from A to Z. You don't sit there and say he made him. And, well, I think he put him on Arafat. And he offered him free will, and that's what happened next. The end. Are you people crazy? Y'all better get it together. At least for your children. You women got kids. You want to be able to explain this stuff in detail to your children. Okay, so the Fitrah. The Fitrah is that inner light that was originally inside the soul. But then, what happened to the Fitrah when the soul is placed in the fetus of a woman? Who can explain that?
The soul is dumb, meaning it's stupid. It's unaware. It doesn't know anything. It doesn't know what it used to know when it was with Allah. It's examining everything that surrounds itself. So it's very curious.
Okay,
it's
well,
very
what
curious,
happens to
and
it
that
when it's in
curiosity.
Yeah, so what?
I'm sorry.
Listen to the question.
Okay.
Again, what happens to the Fitrah when Allah places the soul or has the soul blown into the fetus? That is the question. Reading comprehension. Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid. See why you, when you revise this book, take it down a notch. American English-speaking people have a hard time even concentrating. They don't even get the question I asked. Listen to the question. What happened to the soul? The Fitrah. What happens to the Fitrah when it is placed in the fetus of the woman when she's pregnant? Now answer.
Okay, let me see. The Fitrah goes into the heart once it's placed into the fetus. Once the fetus is when the fetus becomes puberty.
You done skipped all over everything, man. Well, now we done went from a fetus to puberty. I ain't asked about puberty. The question was, what happens to the Fitrah? What happens to the Fitrah when the soul is placed in the fetus? You gave the answer. Give the answer again.
It goes into the heart.
And what do you do now? You stop, right?
Yeah, then I'll stop.
Thank you. Y'all got Sheikh Morsi on here too now. Sheikh Morsi in here listening and he's cracking up. He said, Layla, you got patience. You think so? I don't have no patience, dude. I got so many people listening to me right now. These my teacher and everybody else. Yeah, so that's what happens, guys. What happens is once Allah has the angel blow the soul into the fetus, The Fitrah then attaches to the heart. You remember now, Halima? The light doesn't disappear, baby. That's why I told y'all today I'm making sure y'all understand, because I know that this is a lot. Most Muslims don't understand this Fitrah. So the light doesn't disappear, baby. Okay? The light goes to your heart because the soul is put in a body. The soul was kept, the soul is, and I want y'all to understand this. One of the sisters here was telling me that she was taught that the soul and the body are one. No, they're not. That's a Sufi, a Mutazilite belief. The soul is separate from the body. It's not the body. The soul is kept in a vault by Allah, only known by him, wherever he keeps it. When it's time, when a woman gets pregnant, he point out a certain soul and tell the angels blow that one into her body, into her fetus. So it's blown into the fetus. The Fitrah, as Amina Fresno say, attaches to the heart. And the body begins to grow inside the womb. Y'all got it? I'm taking this slowly, step by step, plain, simple English. The child then comes out into the world. As the prophet said, the fetus, if Allah allows it to survive, the angels take care of it in the womb, and then the child is born into the world. When the child comes into the world, how does it come in? Now, this is my next part. Next question. When the child is born into the world, it comes into the world how? In other words, describe the condition of that child that contains that soul, that contains the Fitrah of the heart now, when it comes in this world. Who can take it from there? Go ahead. Go ahead. Who wants to try it now?
Okay. Now, when it's born, it comes into the world, it don't know nothing. The parents is the one that teaches it everything.
MashaAllah. That's why y'all look at a baby. When a baby comes in the world, it's curious. What's this? Looking at his fingers, feeling itself, looking at his mother. Who are you? Who are you? Looking at anything. What is that? What is that? Allah causes the soul to forget whatever it was exposed to up there. The only thing that the soul remembers is Allah. Y'all understand now? The soul comes into the world curious at its surroundings, curious about everything around. That's why, and the child is, what is this? First of all, how did I get in this body? What are these things? These are fingers. Oh, these are feet? Because that's the body. The Fitrah is attached to the heart now. And the heart, all it knows is La ilaha illallah. I used to be in the company, the presence of Allah. I used to be in the presence of the angels. So that soul is craving. It's craving the company of Allah. That's what's meant by the child is born upon the Fitrah. The child is born knowing, craving that company of Allah, because the Fitrah is now in my heart. And the soul is separate from the Fitrah. The soul is curious. The soul is a criminal by nature. That's what Allah means. When Allah tells us in the Quran, O ye mankind, that I created the soul criminal by nature. The soul is attracted to everything bad and dirty because this is new to the soul. The soul was kept in a vault wherever Allah keeps it up there. Just like if you go to a different country, you're going to be curious about your surroundings. You're going to be curious about what you see. You're going to be curious, what's that? What does that taste like? What does that feel like? Well, that's the baby when it comes in the world. Curious, what is this? What does this taste like? Let me suck on my thumb. What is this? Oh, what's this, food? That's the soul. The soul, because the Fitrah has been separated from it. The Fitrah is now attached to the heart. The soul is left curious about everything it sees. I want to touch it, feel it, see it, experience it. Y'all understand? So, that's when the prophet said the parents step in. Since the soul is innocent, but curious, and the Fitrah in the heart is still craving the presence of Allah, the parents shape the children. It shapes that child. Either that the parents teach it what this is, what that is. That child is directed and guided by the parents. If the parents are believing parents, they will accommodate that natural instinct in the heart to want to be in the presence of Allah. The instinct of the heart, which is the Fitrah now, still wants to be up there. So that's why the prophet said, children are born upon the Fitrah. They come in this world craving, desiring to be in the presence of Allah. That's what it means. Sakina, write this down. Craving the company of Allah. That's what it means. That's the best English I can give you. Forget all that other honky-tonk stuff. My Fitrah craves, and it will continue to crave the company and presence of Allah, because that's where it was originally. Y'all understand? Whereas my soul, it craves everything bad for it. My soul craves everything dirty. So we're always, as humans, caught between the two extremes. Jihad and nafs. We're fighting between the soul and the heart. The soul and the heart. The soul and the Fitrah. The soul and the Fitrah. Is this clear? Am I breaking it down? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So the child grows up. However the parents raise it, that's how it grows up. So what happens when the child reaches the age of puberty? Who can tell us?
Okay. That's when it gets its jinn and its angel. It's the jinn. That's when it gets its jinn and its angel.
Where are the jinn and angel located?
In the heart.
What's their function?
The jinn is to let him do what he want to do. His stinking desires is to do all of that. The angel is to keep that light going in, to go to Allah.
Okay.
Looking, yeah.
Anybody else want? Good job. Anybody else want to explain it a little bit better? Good job, Fresno. What's the job of that angel and that jinn that hits you at puberty?
Girl, the jinn is designed to take you to hell.
Girl, these people are crazy.
And the angel is to get
Okay,
you to go to
like
bed.
Amina was saying, I was just wanting to hear somebody else word it a little differently, but good job, Fresno. She got it. Okay. Once the child reaches the age of puberty, however age, for some of us, for me, it was 9 years old. Some of you sisters, it's 10. Some of you, it's 15. Once you reach the age of puberty, that's when Allah attaches a jinn to you and an angel to you. Which one is your friend? Who can answer that? And which one is your enemy?
Well, since they don't want to say nothing, the jinn is your
Okay, go
well,
ahead.
y'all better speak. Go on.
It's the angel that's your friend and the jinn is your enemy.
Exactly. That angel is your friend. The jinn is your enemy. And let me break this down. What's the imam's name here? Imam Malik. Okay, Imam Malik. May Allah bless you and your community. Imam Malik wants me to break down this jinn for the brothers of his community, he said. What's up? Wait a minute, hold on here. The brothers. Okay, Imam Malik just asked me, Sister Layla, can you break down that jinn? Because the brothers in his community, they believe, really? Look at what he typed. They believe that we're supposed to give shahada to our jinn. Oh my God, brothers, what's up with you? Okay, let me explain that. And I see the hadith you talking about that they don't understand. Oh, wow. They don't understand that one, Imam Malik. Wow. Okay. Okay. The Imam here is saying that some of the brothers are now discussing the hadith of the Prophet, where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his jinn was made Muslim. Okay. This is what happens when we skip over stuff. This is what happens when we skip over. One of the things that I am always stressing to all my students as a daya is the importance of knowing the history of those hadiths. Okay? You may come upon one little hadith that's one sentence, but it's part of a 10-page khutbah that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave. The hadith that the brothers here, let me cut you down too, Imam. I can hear it. The brothers are talking. I can hear them. And I know it's hard to learn from a female. I know, but I'm a female and I'm older than you brothers probably. I'm older than every single one of y'all. I bet you I am. I'm older than your Imam, that's for sure. He the same age Mukhtar is. And I'm older than Mukhtar. I used to change Mukhtar's diapers. Okay? Okay, but anyway, when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was speaking about how his jinn was made Muslim, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told his wife Aisha, he said, "Oh Aisha, every person, every human, when they reach the age of puberty, is assigned a personal jinn. That jinn's job is to do everything in its power to take the person away from Allah." And Aisha asked him, she said, "Even you, O Messenger of Allah?" He said, "Even me. But the difference, but this is why y'all got to read the whole hadith. Here's the rest of it. You will find the whole hadith in Bukhari, but you got to skim through the book. You can't teach yourself. You got to learn from the people of knowledge. You got to learn them hadiths from a person who knows the hadiths. Okay? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the difference between me and you, O Aisha, my jinn was made Muslim because I am a prophet of Allah. You are not a prophet of Allah. There will be no other prophets after me. But we prophets, our jinn is made Muslim. But that's it. So that's the hadith, brothers. You do not spend your life trying to give shahada to your jinn. First of all, the jinn are part of the unseen world. You can't see them anyway. Okay. Number two, that jinn was put there by Allah to serve the purpose of seducing you to the hellfire. And on the day of judgment, when Allah gathers us all back before him, your personal jinn will be thrown in hell. You may be his companion if you fail for him during your lifetime. Does everybody understand that hadith now? Thank you, Imam Malik, for asking me about that, because I bet you my students didn't know that either. Okay? So each and every one of us has a jinn assigned to us at puberty. That jinn is evil. His job is to take you to hell. There's nothing you can do to make him change the purpose that Allah put him there to do. Y'all understand that? But out of the mercy of Allah, not only does he assign us a jinn, but he also assigns an angel to the heart. That angel works to try to reboot that jinn. That angel works hand in hand with the fitrah. The fitrah that is in the heart, the angel of the heart works with that to try to guide you to listen to your fitrah and do what's good, to do what's just, to do what's right, and stay away from what's bad, what's dirty, what's evil. Y'all understand that? And as human beings, sometimes we listen to our angel. Other times we listen to the jinn. That again is jihad an-nafs, the struggle against the self, the soul. Am I making sense? Do the brothers understand, Imam Malik? Ask them, do they understand? So that's the hadith about that. So once we reach puberty, that's our life. For those children that were not raised upon Islam, they have it a little bit harder because they still have that fitrah in their heart that's craving the presence of Allah. So they spend their life wondering, what is my purpose? This is why you come upon a lot of non-Muslims. They tell you, oh, I don't know what I was created for. What is my purpose in life? What am I supposed to do? What's my destiny? That's the fitrah within their heart, seeking Allah's company, seeking Allah's presence. But that jinn is working too, to keep them away from that light. Their jinn is trying to get them to give in to their desires. Oh, that's sex over there. That looks good. That looks fun. Let me try that. Oh, what is this? Marijuana? Listen to, oh, it smells. Let me try this. Oh, so the human soul is attracted to all the filth in the world. And it's trying to pull that person there, whereas that heart, the fitrah in the heart, governed by that angel, is like, what is my purpose? I want Allah. I need you, Allah. Some people end up listening and following their heart, and they find Islam. But more people don't listen to their heart. They listen to their soul, and they don't find it. That's why there will be more people in hell than in paradise. Because unfortunately, the pull of the soul is stronger. That's why the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the road to paradise is hard, but the road to hell is easy. All you got to do is follow your soul and you'll get to hell. But if you follow your heart, that fitrah in the heart, that's hard to do because that soul got a greater pull, that curiosity. The fitrah is no longer a part of it. The fitrah is no longer a part of it. It's with the heart. So it's curious. I just want to try everything new. Does it make sense, guys? And then we talked about how our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not only did he explain all of this to us, but he also, and everything I'm teaching you, you'll find it in all the authentic hadiths, Bukhari, Muslim, all of them. Not only did the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam explain all this to us, but he also taught us, explained to us what things to stay away from that will cause that light in your heart to be extinguished. And what are some of the things we talked about? People in Zoom, what did we talk about? We talked about 3 things already, I think. What are 3 of the things we talked about that can extinguish the fitrah? What are they?
The environment that you're in. So like if you're in a company of like bad people or like things that are like bad and dirty, it influences you to like take part in it.
Mashallah, the number one thing that can destroy the fitrah is the environment. Good job, Mayliun. What else? What's another one? Good job. What's another thing, guys? Come on, Mina, the rest of y'all, wake up. We talked about these past couple of days. I think it was 2 things, not 3, 2. 2 things. The environment is one. That's why we talked about we have to be careful to surround ourselves around righteous people. Okay? Environment is everything, because if it's the wrong environment, the soul will cave into it and can extinguish the fitrah of the heart. What else? What's the other one we talked about, guys? And by the way, Brother HK, let's talk about it. One of the things, guys, your personal jinn, he doesn't want you all to learn the truth. He doesn't want you guys to learn about the fitrah. So while you're sitting in a class like this, and you got a teacher breaking it down like I'm doing, in plain, simple, grassroots English that you understand using no Arabic, your jinn is angry, Brother HK. He is so mad that he's hovering in your heart, whispering for you to get sidetracked. Instead of listening to the teacher, he's telling you to think about other stuff and type on the screen and maybe watch a little TV. That's how dangerous your personal jinn is, guys. He wants to stand in the way of you learning, because that's the best way. The best way to tame that soul is by learning the truth of what Allah sent to us. So y'all need to stop letting your personal jinn cause y'all to type. Sit on your fingers and listen to what I have to say, and stop trying to fight it. Okay? Okay. Okay, brother HK. He's at work. Oh, he's at work? Oh, okay. All right. Okay, he's at work. Don't get distracted. All right. So we talked about how another, and good job, Sakina. Another one is desires. Given into our desires, that will also extinguish the light of the Fitrah. Okay? Not seeking knowledge of the religion. That will extinguish the light. Ignorance. Shaitan wants you to stay ignorant, to not know the truth, to keep on following the Sufi idea, to keep on following the Mu'tazila, to keep on running behind those extremists that are not balanced. Okay? You have to have the correct knowledge, the correct understanding of this deen. Okay? So.
And not seeking forgiveness. And not seeking forgiveness.
Exactly. Shaitan doesn't want you to repent. When you do learn the truth, when you do learn that what you're doing is wrong, or you do learn that your ideology contradicts what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came with, you know, your personal jinn is going to try to keep you from changing and repenting and moving forward. So we're constantly in this battle against our personal jinn, guys. We need to start listening, following the heart more, listening to that angel more. Is everything I taught so far, this is where we are. What I just did for the past hour is brought everyone here up to date on what I've been teaching for the past week. Is everything clear?
Yes.
Everybody clear? Any questions so far? Let me see what Brother HK got here. Brother HK said, how does one get away from jinn? You can never get away from your jinn. Brother HK, Allah put that jinn there. He's going to be your friend until you die. He will never leave you. Even when you're dying, he will sit at your head and try to get you to denounce your religion. So there is no getting rid of him. You are not a prophet. You are a human being. And you got to overcome your devil just like I have to overcome mine. Hello. That's what we were created to do. To prove to Allah that we believe in him and not our desires. Okay, let's see what else he got here. Okay. You got it, Brother HK? Yeah, so you'll never be able to get over your jinn, ever. But, and if you, on the day of judgment, if you have to go to hell, to show how merciful Allah is, you don't have to ever worry about being alone in hell. Your personal jinn will be your companion in the hellfire. Y'all will be holding hands, burn, baby, burn, doing disco fever to Olivia Newton and John Travolta in that hellfire. Hello, disco fever, you and your jinn. Yeah, that's authentic. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, you will be reunited with your jinn in the hellfire. Nobody will be alone in hell. He'll be your companion. Yes. All right, so that's where we are right now. I brought everybody up to date with that, where we are. Any questions? So I'm going to go to the next level. I broke this down because I don't have a class after mine. Only class I got today is the 9 o'clock, and I can do that. That's just a hadith. But I wanted to make sure everybody is up to date.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this also the time where the parents' influence on what their children are will interfere with your fitrah? Is this the time for that? That's different.
What do you mean, when the kid is growing up?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what that means. Either you shape it, you make the child Muslim. That's what the Prophet meant. You know, if the child takes on the religion, there's another authentic hadith, Sahih Muslim. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the children take on the religion of their parents. And oftentimes there's another hadith, that's Dawood. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also said the children take on the parents of on the religion of its parents, mainly the mother, because the mother plays a bigger role in the early formation years of the child's life. The father is busy working, trying to bring the money home. That's why you brothers, brother HK, why would you even think to marry a kafir woman? You want a kafir? How can a kafir woman raise your children Muslim? The children take on the religion of the mama. She's the one that's in its formative years, from the age from birth till puberty. That's the mother. Whatever she teaches that child. So what righteous man would even think to marry a kafir woman? I got, the Prophet Muhammad didn't have any kafir wives. Neither did the original companions. And by the way, guys, I got a lot of brothers who have told me that they married women who converted, but part of them converting, for them marrying, was to convert. They said, Sister Layla, when I married my wife, she was not a Muslim, but she became Muslim just to marry me. Biggest mistake of my life. I got brothers who tell me that biggest mistake of their life, because just because the woman converted to marry him, she didn't know anything about the deen, and he paid the price with his children. Brother HK, Dr. Zakir Naik is not a scholar. I thought I told you that. Dr. Zakir is not a scholar of this religion as far as Layla Nashiba is concerned. And all the scholars in my circle, I didn't say that it's haram to marry a Christian. I just gave you the next verse. Right after Allah says it's lawful to marry a Christian, the next sentence, read it. He said, but it would be better if you married a slave Muslim girl than to marry a kafir. That's the facts. You got to read the whole sentence, not just stop at marry a Christian. And Zayd Zakur, whatever this man ain't no scholar as far as I'm concerned. Because the scholars of Islam know that the Bible doesn't exist. If you don't know that the Bible don't exist, you ain't no scholar of anything as far as Layla Nashiba concerned. So please don't start the name dropping with me. Don't name drop me. Because I know who the real scholars are. I'm older than him too. By the way, I'm older than him too. Hello? Been around a long time. Like I said, HK, listen to me instead of trying to fight me. Because you are a Muslim man and you would rather marry a kafir than to marry a Muslim woman. You need to explain that to Allah, not to me. I done sat here and talked about the Fitrah, and you still can't tell me why it would be better to marry a Muslim woman than to marry a kafir. That's a basic. Stop trying to fight me and learn from me, and maybe your life would be better. Good Lord. All right, so... But I've had a lot of brothers tell me that they married women who were not thinking about Islam. But the women converted just to be with them. And they realized the biggest mistake of their life. Because those women weren't thinking about Islam. Where are their children today? Do their children know anything about Islam? Big mistake. So that's why the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us in another hadith, be careful who you marry. He said people marry for many reasons, but the reason that you should focus on is religion, righteousness. Because of that fitrah, you need a righteous wife who's going to nurture that fitrah that's in that heart. You need a God-fearing woman, like we talked about yesterday with Sulaim. Look at Sulaim, radiyallahu anha. Sulaim converted to Islam, and her husband didn't like it. And as soon as she converted, the first thing she did was educated her son, Anas. She focused on her son, Anas, nurturing that fitrah in his heart. And then she took him to the Prophet because she knew the importance of a male child having a man in his life. And she said, "Oh, Prophet of Allah, I want my son to be righteous. I want my son to be good. So I donate him. I donate him to you in the service of Allah." That's a righteous woman, Brother HK. A righteous woman, a Muslim woman would do that. A kafir woman is a kafir and wouldn't do nothing except raise her children, and that's it. Teach them nothing about Allah, nothing about Islam, nothing about the Prophet, nothing about nothing. You understand, Brother HK? Oh, God, him and his Dr. Nake. Yeah, y'all keep on listening to Dr. Nake. All right, okay. So anyway, guys, that's where we are so far. And now what I want to do today is take y'all to the next problem. The next problem that can stand between the fitrah of a person and the hellfire. Okay? Brother HK, try to pay attention to what I'm teaching instead of trying to refute me. Because you can't refute me. You just make yourself look sad. The truth. Okay, so the people on Facebook, on YouTube, give me a second. I'm getting ready to share my students to YouTube. Hold on. I want to connect y'all to YouTube. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm in the Zoom room. Yeah, tell those brothers they don't want to come in my Zoom. I got some crazy women in here. Can they handle Amina Fresno and them? Nope. Stay on Facebook like they are. Okay, hold on. Where's Zoom? Okay. Okay, hold on. I'm getting ready to share them. Okay, give me a second. Y'all going to see this in a minute here. This is my Zoom being shared to YouTube. Okay. And now, inshallah, for the rest of you. Exactly. They don't want to come into my Zoom room. They can't handle these women in my Zoom room. These women in my Zoom room are crazy as heck, man. You know, tow those men up. Okay. So everybody else. I'm going to show y'all my PowerPoint in 3, 2, 1. There it is. Let me put everything down. And what I want you guys to do is a screenshot. When I hold the put the pages of the PowerPoint up, I want you guys to take screenshots. Okay? So you can print them out with your phone, and that way you will have it like a little booklet, and you can attach it to pages 38 because that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to go over pages 38 through 41 of the book. And we're going to speak about, here we go, Brother HK, the whispers of Shaitan. And this is what Brother HK was asking about. How do the whispers of Shaitan impact the Fitrah, which is now inside the heart? And for those of you who have not yet bought the book, that's how the book looks. It's entitled Diluting El Wala Wabara, part of the Unveiled Trilogy, written by Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid. There he is. Okay. And it focuses on awakening your Iman in a non-faith center world. I love this book. Okay. Over 500 pages. We ain't even a third of the way there. Okay. So let's speak about this. Here we go. I want everyone to understand what Allah means when he says this here. Listen to this verse of the Quran. Allah says, verily, Shaitan has no power over those who believe and put their trust only in Allah. What does this mean? That personal jinn that has been assigned to you when you reach puberty, he's going to do everything in his power to try to get you to go to the hellfire with him. And he will win unless you are a person who truly believes in Allah and who truly trusts in him. Do y'all see that? If you are not a Muslim who truly believes in Allah and truly trusts in him, he's going to take you out. And that's the problem. All of us claim to be people who believe in Allah, but most of us don't. If you don't have the correct belief system, you're lost. You're doomed. And we will see this even more during the times of the Antichrist. Remember, I did my whole series on the signs of the last hour. And we spoke about how when the Antichrist comes, Ad-Dajjal, when the Antichrist comes, he will make the people believe that he is Allah. And he will have most people in the world following him. There will only be a handful of believers who will be able to see through him. Most of the world will follow him. Why? Because the people will have deviated away from Islam so bad then. The Sunnah will be forgotten. Hadiths would have been replaced with fatwas like they are today. No one will be following the Sunnah except a handful of believers. Okay? We have to remember that Shaitan is our opponent. And that personal jinn that's assigned to us, he's an ally of Shaitan's. And he hovers in your heart, and he's working constantly to mislead you, to entice you. He's the one that puts bad thoughts into your mind, your heart rather, and it goes from your heart to your mind. He's the one that makes evil behaviors appealing. He's the one that makes your desires appealing. So this is why it's important. And by the way, screenshot this. Screenshot the page now. This is why it's important to understand that the way to protect yourself from the influences of your jinn is by seeking the correct knowledge of Islam, asking Allah to help you. Because as Allah says, Shaitan can only deceive those who are not loyal to Allah. Shaitan can only deceive those who do not rely upon Allah, who do not have the correct belief system, who don't pray. If you're making your prayers, that's a great protection. But how many of us are praying correctly? I hate to inform you guys of the reality, but most of you American Muslims listening to me do not know the Fatiha. The Fatiha, this is the only part of the Quran that we must learn with the correct tajweed. The Fatiha, this is the only part of the Quran that we must memorize and recite for our prayers correctly. Most American Muslims cannot pronounce the Fatiha correctly. And most American Muslims don't even know the Tashahhud. The Tashahhud was taught to us by the Prophet too. That's a supplication. It's supposed to be made every time you pray too. But most Muslims in America don't know the Tashahhud, nor do they know the Fatiha. So the question is, how can you protect yourself from Shaitan if you are not performing your prayers correctly? Because again, that's the only way that you can be immune from that influence of your jinn, by having the correct belief and practice of this religion. Okay? The existence and impact of Shaitan and his whispers present a tremendous threat to the integrity of the Fitrah if we're not cautious of it. That jinn will work hard to take you away from the good path. He plants evil notions in your mind through his whispers. He makes wicked behaviors and desires appear beautiful and compelling. And he makes the truth hard. A lot of you listening to me, instead of you focusing on my words, you're talking about, oh, this sister yells. I'm not yelling. This sister's voice is too harsh. So? And most of you that make that comment don't understand. I'm a woman. And Allah commands the believing woman to make her voice loud, to make her voice sharp when speaking publicly. So there's nothing wrong with my voice. I am a woman who fears Allah, and I'm obeying him because I'm teaching this religion publicly. I want you brothers to not be attracted to me because of my voice. Do y'all think I speak this way normally? No. This is not the way I would speak to my husband. This is not the way I speak to my grandchildren. But this is the way you will always hear me on this internet, because I fear my Lord and I obey him over any of you twisted people today. So stop focusing on my voice tone, because my voice tone is correct. And instead focus on my words. That's how your jinn does. He'll make the truth appear ugly, but he'll make you listen to those other women with the soft voices, with the sweet diction, and they're telling you the opposite of what Allah says. So this is how the Fitrah becomes polluted. This is how the Fitrah becomes perverted. And the person then begins to cave in to his desires of the soul when his spiritual or her spiritual well-being is not strong. Okay? So to protect our Fitrah from the whispers of your personal jinn, you have to always check your actions, check yourself to make sure that you're performing your actions in accordance to what Allah said and in accordance to what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. We have to be mindful of the way our jinn will dupe us. We have to establish that connection with Allah through the Quran and its meaning, through the hadiths of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his example and the examples of his companions. And we have to get in the habit of not trying to teach ourselves this religion, because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us that we can never teach ourselves. He didn't teach himself. He said, ask the people of knowledge. Instead of thinking that you can teach yourself Islam, find the people of knowledge. And I don't mean the fake bladed ones. I mean the true scholars. Because most of y'all follow these other people who are not scholars. Attach yourself to the true knowledgeable people. And I can tell you this, the knowledgeable people, you ain't gonna like what they got to say. If it's a person that you following and listening to and you love what that person is saying, 9 times out of 10, that person is an awliya of shaitan. Because remember, the truth is something that the soul don't want to hear. The truth is something the soul don't want to accept. So when you can tell if you following a knowledgeable person, because you're going to try to resist what he or she is saying. You're going to try to refute them when you can't, because they're sticking to Quran and Sunnah. Y'all understand? So as human beings, you know, that's the only way that we can avoid the traps of shaitan, is by realizing that Allah's power and authority, we have to ask for that. We have to depend on Allah, on his guidance and his protection. Listen to this hadith. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, my Lord commanded me to teach you what you do not know from what he has taught me. See, our Prophet Muhammad had a teacher. His teacher was Jibreel. Allah taught the Prophet through the angel Jibreel. The Prophet didn't teach himself. So if he didn't teach himself, why do you Muslims today think y'all can teach yourself? Okay? He said, Allah taught him that all wealth I bestow upon them is lawful. And I have created all my servants with the inclination to worship me. But the devils come to them and turn them away from their religion. They outlaw what has been made lawful for them. Y'all see that? That's what's happening today. And they command them to associate partners with me. And this is what we see today. The devils amongst mankind and the devils amongst the jinn. Remember, a shaitan has allies amongst the mankind too. They're the ones that tell you stuff is haram that's not, and tell you things are lawful that's not. They want to tell you that makeup is unlawful when it's not. But they'll turn around and tell you that smoking marijuana is lawful when it's not. Okay? So in this hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is telling us that Allah commanded him to teach us what we don't know based on what he taught him. So you should be learning this religion the way the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught it. And you should have the understanding of it that his companions had, not the twisted understanding that many of us have today. And one of the things that Allah taught the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is that money Money is not forbidden. It's permissible as long as you acquire it the proper way. And it's permissible as long as you use it the proper way. So this hadith, again, is an example of how Allah appeals to the fitrah. Again, Allah commanded us to worship him. After Allah created Adam and brought forth the souls of his progeny, remember, we testified then that we believed in Allah. Okay? So it's our nature to want to worship him, to seek him out. But so many of us allow our personal jinn to take us away from that purpose. Beautiful hadith. This hadith also mentions how the devils strive to take us away from the truth. They confuse us, mislead us. So we have to seek the knowledge of Islam to learn how to protect ourselves from this. And the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us how to protect ourselves from those whispers. He taught us how to protect ourselves from the temptations of the soul. He also taught us Allah's limitations regarding money and everything else. So again, guys, this hadith shows us the importance of, number one, learning this deen and learning it correctly. Number two, exercising awareness and seeking guidance from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and not anyone else. True Islam is what the Prophet Muhammad came with. Like we talked about the other day, when these brothers, these men and women who you guys think are scholars, when they come to you speaking about this deen, telling you what you should do, telling you what you should not do, you need to ask yourself, is this what the Prophet said to do? Is this what the Prophet did? Is this the understanding that his companions had? So now I'm going to give you guys a brief quiz, and it's only going to be a couple of questions just to see if you understood what I talked about right here. Number one, who are the people that Shaitan or your personal jinn cannot deceive? Who can explain to me the people whom Shaitan or your personal jinn cannot deceive? Go ahead, take the mic. Come on, people, let's go.
The people who have so believe in Allah.
Who have what?
So believe in Allah.
Good job. The people that truly believe in Allah. And what else? Anything else?
People with the correct belief system, people who worship him the way he legislated, and also like individuals who seek knowledge of the religion, the true knowledge based on the teachings of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions.
Exactly. And they rely and trust in Allah. Exactly. So that's why it's important, guys, for us to learn the religion correctly. For the little kids here, I think the person that answered the question is one of the kids. That's why you have to cling to this website. I know a lot of y'all like to play games on Twitch. There's nothing wrong with playing games. But remember to take away from those, to pull away from those games and learn, come to these classes to learn the deen correctly. Because that's going to be your protection against your jinn, knowledge of this religion, and make dua, asking Allah to give you understanding of it. That's important. You have to have understanding of what you learn. And also stick to Allah's laws, his rules, his obligations, and all of that. Good job. Next question. Our personal jinn is so powerful in regards to a weak person that it can make the bad and evil look good and beautiful. Who can give me an example of that? Give me an example of how your personal jinn can make something bad and evil appear good and beautiful. Give me an example. Anyone, go ahead. This is easy. Give me an example.
He can make things look good by saying, like taking something that's haram or something that's wrong and giving it a pretty name or a fancy name.
Yeah, give me an example. Yeah, that's true, but I want you to give me an example.
Like say, instead of saying birthday, people are saying born day or something like that.
MashaAllah, that's a good example. Look how many Muslims are celebrating born day. It's haram. Whether you call it birthday or born day, it's still worshiping someone and something other than Allah. This is haram. Good job. What's another example?
Another example is to make something looks beautiful to you is the kids that's in school celebrating Valentine's Day or even looking at lights on Christmas trees and different things like that, trying to make it seem like it's beautiful, but it still has can lead you to worshiping like it make. Okay, let me see.
Right. You're doing good.
Let me slow down. Okay, let me slow down. Okay, how a person can make something looks bad and evil.
Good job. Yeah, like look how many people, oh, that Christmas tree is so beautiful. Oh, it's so this. And next thing you know, you got a Christmas tree up in your house. Do you guys know that there are a lot? Oh, I'm gonna order this. There are a lot of Muslims. By the way, guys, the gingerbread loaf is out. Fresno, I know you like the gingerbread loaf at Starbucks. They got the gingerbread loaf. Okay, just let y'all know. But yeah, look how many people, oh, their Christmas tree is so beautiful. You'd be surprised, guys, how many Muslims got Christmas trees in their house. You'd be surprised how many Muslims actually put up Christmas trees. Talking about, oh, I'm just putting it up because it's pretty, because it's beautiful. Okay, good job. What about this? Who can give me an example as to how your jinn can make the truthful and righteous people appear to be liars and bad when they're not? That happens a lot. Give me an example of that. Anybody? How the jinn can make the truthful and righteous people appear to be liars and bad.
I was going to say this can be done by maybe talking about the way the righteous person is speaking to you, that they're yelling and hollering at you, or that they're being mean to you, or, you know, just doing derogatory things to you. So therefore they're made to look like they're bad people.
Oh, yeah. And that happens a lot. The few brothers out there who are given the dawah correctly, they're the ones being slandered. You can look on YouTube. The people that they slandering are the ones that are doing the right dawah, you know. But they want to call these brothers innovators, call these brothers deviators. Oh, these brothers are what's that word? Pseudo this and pseudo that. Well, they're not pseudo anything. But that's how our personal jinn will make them appear. Or like the example I gave with myself. Y'all so busy talking about my voice. My voice is supposed to be this way. I went to school and learned how to make my voice this way. That's why I got a degree in mass communications. I'm a journalist. I know how to make my voice forceful so that Allah won't throw me in hell because I'm one of you women running around softening my voice publicly. I'm obeying my Lord. That's one thing y'all can't accuse me of, is not obeying Allah when it comes to my voice, because this is how every Muslim woman is supposed to speak publicly. Now at home with my mane is different. You ain't my mane. How about this question? How can we avoid the traps of Shaitan through our personal jinn? What are some things that we can do to avoid the traps that Shaitan puts out through our jinn? What's some things we can do that'll help us to not fall victim to our jinn?
One of the things that you can do is seek refuge in Allah by saying A'udhu Billahi, to get the jinn off your back.
MashaAllah. Seeking refuge, asking for Allah's help. What else?
I would say do the opposite of what your jinn is telling you. If he's telling you to like commit a sin, like do the act of good.
That's job.
Like Allah.
Good job. Do the opposite. Your jinn is whispering in you to go ahead and try that joint. It ain't gonna hurt. Do the opposite. What else can we do that will keep us from falling victim to this crap?
Attach yourself to strong believing Muslims that can help you when you fall short and seek knowledge.
MashaAllah. Number one, attach yourself to strong, righteous, practicing Muslims, because that's the biggest weapon. The Prophet said the greatest weapon that we have in our battle against Shaitan is each other. Hang around with strong, practicing Muslim women, strong, practicing Muslim men. And also, like she said, seek the correct knowledge. Education of the religion is everything. It should be our priority, your priority, my priority, to want to learn this religion correctly. Oh yeah, I would like to go to school to be a nurse too. But my priority is going to be Islam, learning this religion correctly. That's my number one priority. I'm not going to let going to school to be a nurse stand in the way of that. I'm going to schedule my classes at school around my classes here on this website. That's what my students did. Most of my students got bachelor's degrees. They all went to school, but they still came to these classes. They scheduled their classes around this 6 o'clock class because they weren't going to risk knowledge of Allah for anything. Good job. Let's see some of the answers here. Medical marijuana. Go ahead. Go ahead.
And also busy yourself with the remembrance of Allah by using the words of remembrance, make your tongue moisture with using Allah's name. And every sitting position that will help you also.
Yes, and for the new sisters, the new converts, that's why we do that. Why do we say MashaAllah all the time? Why do we say Subhanallah? Why do we say Alhamdulillah? Why do we say Jazakallah khair? We say these Arabic words because these are words of remembrance of Allah. That's what that hadith means. It doesn't mean that you have to sit there doing dhikr, that like a lot of the Sufis do. A lot of the Sufis will sit and Allah, 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 subhanallah, bobbing up and down. Nope, that ain't what it means. It remains throughout the day as you're working, as you're cooking, as you're doing your daily chores or your daily life, keep your tongue wet with remembering Allah. Say Subhanallah when something happens. Say MashaAllah when something good happens. Say Astaghfirullah when something bad happens. La ilaha illallah. That's what that means. It doesn't mean to bob up and down for hours like the Sufis do. It means throughout your day. Remember Allah in good times and bad times. Do you new converts understand that? How many of you are using those words? I told you guys 2 weeks ago. Get in the habit of saying Subhanallah. Get in the habit of saying MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Alhamdulillah. Voila. That's what you hear the Arabs do all the time. Sister Wetha. Said, welcome. By the way, guys, Sister Dr. Wetha has joined us on LinkedIn. She said, they always say, voila. She said, don't do like the Arabs do. The Arabs always say, voila, 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 wallahi, wallahi. Yeah, don't do that. You want to say words like subhanallah, alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Oh, mashallah. Yeah, I'm doing better. My cat died, but it's okay. Okay, what else we got here? Birthdays. Good job, Muslima. Music. Yes. Seeking attention of opposite sex, looking for love in all the wrong places. Exactly. Your jinn is going to push y'all to do that. Your personal jinn has many of you thinking that there's nothing wrong with joining a so-called Muslim dating site. Dating sites are haram because the name says it all. We don't date as Muslims. Ain't no dating for us. We get married. Hello, I like you. You like me. Okay, let's get married tomorrow. If it don't work out, divorce is good and clean. That's what we do to the extreme, but we do it. Okay? Dating sites, that's haram. If you want to get married, go to your father, your brother, your cousins, your uncles, the males in your family, and tell them that you're ready to get married. Let them do the work. And if you a man, you want to get married, do like my brothers did. When my brothers wanted to get married, they came to me and my mother and my sister. We looking for wives. Okay. Got them hooked up. Okay. Let the women in your family look for you. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. The people that don't know what they're doing, what they're talking about are the ones that don't. Exactly. And that's the truth. Y'all notice that. Yeah. The ones that don't know what they're talking about, that's the ones y'all follow. Y'all love them people. Y'all call them scholars. And they don't even understand the basics. Most of the men and women that y'all call scholars, they don't even know that Allah is above his creation. They don't know that. That's a basic. Most of those men and women that y'all follow and call scholars, they don't know that Allah created everything good and bad. They believe that Allah didn't create evil. Y'all better check them people out that y'all listen to. Bunch of Mutazilah. Okay, what else we got here? By seeking knowledge, that's number one. Avoid the traps of by seeking and following the knowledge. Good job, Sakina. Good job, Muslima. Learning the deen, Halima. Great. Staying away from the forbidding things. Exactly, guys. Number one. Remember the soul. Our soul's attracted to what's bad. So we got to fight against it. Just stay away from it. That's why you women need to stay home. Why do I stay in my house and do door dashing like I just did? I just door dashed me a Starbucks. Because Layla's just like the rest of y'all. I can fall into the traps of Shaitan too. I can go out there and some little young thing, some little young boy, I like him 20. Some little 20-year-old young boy with a nice beard, nice physique, tall, 6'2", dark hair, come down to his shoulders, cleft in his chin, dimples, green eyes. That's all it takes. Come to me and say, "Assalamu alaikum, sister." That's it. Let's go get married right now. Layla, be done. So I stay home. I stay in my house. My home is better for me. Shaitan is always trying to take us down. And that personal jinn knows what you like. And as soon as you walk out the door, I'm telling y'all, I always run into a green-eyed Italian stallion. That's why I stay home. Don't even get out my car. Go through the drive-through for Starbucks and keep it moving. Because Shaitan will send you. He will send you your test. Okay? And most of us fail it. Let's see, what else? No hijab. Exactly. Some people don't wear hijab. Yeah. And remember, guys, matchmaking, that's witchcraft. What does Allah say about magic? Y'all, that's another example as to how Shaitan dupes us. He'll give beautiful names to haram things. Matchmaking. Only Allah can find your perfect match. A matchmaker is a person that is a witch. That's magic. That's witchcraft. You're saying that you have knowledge of the unseen. You're telling me that if I write down these things about me, that you can find my perfect match. Perfection belongs to Allah, first of all, not any human being. There is nothing perfect here in this world. Nothing. Everything is a struggle, including marriage. So people that do matchmaking, those are witches. Those are your fortune tellers. Those are your people to run away from. Just because they change the name, don't make it a different game. It's the same game. Women and men have been trying to be matchmakers even back in the time of Solomon and David. Hello, look what happened to them. Okay? So, mashallah, I think today's class was informative. I wanted to take it slow just to make sure you guys understood everything that we've discussed all week, because I know we have so many lectures and this is the most important class. I really wanted to make sure that you guys understood. And also, guys, let me remind you, tomorrow is Friday. We got 2 specials. Tomorrow, inshallah, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dr. Ibrahim Duramali, who is one of the scholars of our website. He will be coming in, and he's a real scholar. He's one of the scholars of our website. He'll be coming in at 7 to do a lecture on the importance of Al-Fatiha. And then also tomorrow night, you have the Q&A show, My Islam Q&A. So make sure y'all bring any questions y'all have about Islam. And my teacher, who is a real scholar of the ulama, my teacher, Sheikh Morsi, will pop in and out to help answer the questions. Y'all get to talk to a real person of the ulama, okay? So let me show y'all what to expect tomorrow. I got a thing. This is Dr. Jamali's.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
Assalamu alaikum. This Friday for the Access to Layla live show, we have a very special guest from Ulama Sheikh Morsi, who will be here alongside Ustada Layla Nashiba to answer your burning questions on Islam. Please join us. Call in at 862-350-2838 right here on Sunnahfollowers.
Okay, so those are the 2 specials we have tomorrow. 7 o'clock will be, I put 7:30 because he said after the Isha prayer. The Isha prayer is at 7. So that's why I put 7:30. But I'll be logged on at 7 for whatever time they're done. That's at 7 tomorrow. And then at 9 p.m., from 9 till 11, it'll be my Ask Sister Layla Q&A show. And we'll have Sheikh Morsi, inshallah, as a special guest popping in and out. So make sure y'all have y'all questions. And by the way, for my people on Zoom, y'all got questions that y'all can bring in here for Sheikh Morsi tomorrow? Marianne, y'all got questions for him? Yeah. And Brother where's Ahmad? Brother Ahmad, you too? Yeah, make sure y'all get the questions too. From where's Omar here? Omar here, Sheikh Morsi will be here tomorrow. So for the sisters in Niger, let them know. And Brother Ahmad, for the brothers in Pakistan, yeah, let them know. So that way they can have their questions for Sheikh Morsi, inshallah. All right, guys, I'm going to log out for right now. Oh, good. Good. You got a lot. Good. Make sure you have them for tomorrow for Sheikh Morsi, inshallah. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to log out for right now. I'll be back at 9 in 1 hour. We have the hadith class, and that's not going to be long. It's just one hadith I'm going to give y'all the meaning of. It's from the book, Not One of Us. Y'all remember that? And this one here.
Another Sunnahfollowers exclusive, Not One of Us, written by Sheikh Muhammad S. Adli, broken down and brought to you by host Layla Nashiba. Join us every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, right here on Sunnahfollowers.
Okay, so that's the 9 o'clock class, and I forgot which hadith number it is, but it's just going to be the explanation of one hadith. So that'll be at 9, so it won't be long. So I'm going to log out. Yeah, tomorrow is at, the 6 o'clock class is still at 6. Marianne, did you see the Sunnahfollowers group page? Aren't you on the group page? Please don't say no. I'm gonna get mad all over. Here I go, getting ready to get angry again. Are you on the Sunnahfollowers group page, Marianne? Did you see the link that I posted there? Watch me. Oh, she is. Alhamdulillah, good. Because I put the link. What I'm gonna do, start putting the link in there too. So if some of those, the Bantus that you got, that you know with questions, if they want to join the live stream to hear the answers, you can just share the link with them. And if you're not in our group page on WhatsApp, tell me to put you on there. And, give me your, if you want, text me on WhatsApp so I can put you in there. Because I know a lot of your people are the Bantus. They might want to hear the answers, too. So you can give them that link. They can listen in on their WhatsApp, inshallah. Oh, so you're in there. Good. See, I got one student that's in the group page, y'all. So I didn't have to get mad again. One student in the group. But the rest of y'all better get it together. Subhanallah. All right, guys. I'll be back at 9 p.m. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka.